Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. Our guest today is Rupayan Neogy, who is a magician by hobby, and I have personally watched him perform. He's absolutely brilliant, and that is why he is here today. So, welcome to the studio, Rupayan.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me, and it's a great pleasure to be here.
Absolutely a pleasure to have you here. So my first question to you is, when did you start doing all these magic tricks? How did you get interested in it? So tell us something about that.
Well, I started first around 5th grade, and back then it was just me performing for my parents, a little for my friends. I learned one card trick on the internet on YouTube, and then decided to show it to my friends, and they liked it. I mean, it wasn't the best of my work, but I enjoyed it. I kept practicing, and in 6th grade we started this project called the Topics Project, where everyone in the grade picked one topic to focus on throughout the year, and we did small research, little interviews, and things like that with people out in the field, and I continued to learn lots throughout that. I think that was very instrumental in my development in magic.
You spoke of an interview, so was this an interview related to anything, with the magician part of you, or?
It was I had to interview a current magician out on the field.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So is that what became your inspiration, or is there another inspiration that made you take this up more seriously and as a hobby?
Well, I think that interview was something I had to do for school, so it was just something that I just did. But my inspiration definitely is, I remember whenever I went to Ohio, my uncle who lives in Ohio always came up to me. I always ran up to him, gave him a big hug, and he reached into my hair or behind my ear and pulled out one coin and then gave it to me and said, "This is for you." And I remember this happened every year over and over again, and I always asked him, "How do you do this?" And he said he'd teach me when I grew up or had bigger hands.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So that little incident that kind of made an impression on your little mind, and you decided to pursue it. And now Rupayan is actually performing at the Discovery Museums, and he is also performing at birthday parties and at different events, and he has tables. And so what is it that gives you the kick of, during these performances? What do you look forward to?
Well, for me, I kind of see it as like a selfish sort of motivation. I see in these people that I perform, I see these reactions, these wonderful, faces of mystery and wonder, and I love that. I love making people happy. I love making people mystified, and I think that's what I get out of it.
I think you give a lot of joy to your audiences too, so I don't believe there's any selfish motive in that. I think it's truly a joyous moment for anybody to be so mesmerized and so full of wonder when they watch you perform. And I'm sure you have audiences of variety of ages, starting from very young to probably senior citizens. Do you?
Well, I perform for around 5-year-olds at the Discovery Museums, but I have performed at a home for senior citizens before, so the range goes anywhere.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite audience, or do you see a certain trending in the different levels of audiences that you've performed with?
Well, I definitely enjoy most performing with anywhere between above 17-year-old to adults. It's just mostly what matters is having a mature audience, because they can understand more complex tricks and try not to ruin every trick that comes out of your hands. So.
Right. Talking about tricks, I know a magician has to have a wide range of tricks. So how do you keep yourself up to date with what's out there versus what your heart wants to do, and versus what you've mastered or new tricks? Or how do you go about keeping yourself up to date?
Well, there are magicians there that perform, and then there are magicians that create. And these magicians that create are constantly putting out new effects on the market, where you can actually buy either online or in magic stores, which I do sometimes. But I also like putting my own twist on these effects or creating my own. Some of my most favorite effects are ones that I created or made myself.
Excellent, excellent. And where are you headed with all this stuff?
Well, it is, in my opinion, not a profession for me. I know there are people out there that perform professionally as magic, and I technically perform professionally, but I don't see it as my full-time career. I think it's a great hobby for me, and as I go on to college, I definitely want to keep doing this. I don't want to stop. I think it's something that I use all the time, whether it's for performing for other people or it's for my own peace of mind, because when I'm studying, when I'm working, I sometimes take breaks and just start playing around with the deck of cards, and I find that very relaxing. So,
excellent. I love that feel. You know, it's a creative outlet, I think.
Absolutely.
And what do you have to say to people out there who would want to be, who are aspiring to develop a hobby, maybe related to magic, or even not even related to magic, something that they like, or do you have a message for those people?
Well, first, let me address related to magic. I think that if you want to be a magician, if you want to learn some magic and show off to your friends, I guess, key thing is obviously to practice. I practice sometimes hours in a day, and the more and more practice you get, the less chance there is of your audience figuring out how it's done, and that just makes it all the more magical. And as for just having a hobby in general that is a creative outlet or just something you have fun with, I think definitely make it something that you're passionate about. I think my parents always say this story to their family friends that magic, they never told me to do magic. They never taught me. They put me in all these different classes for piano, karate, etc. But magic, I just started by my own, and I think that's something that I have kept with me forever.
Wonderful. Now, you just mentioned classes, right? Do you know if there are classes available for magicians or people who want to learn magic, or is it mostly self-learning?
I'm sure there are some classes, but I have never done any.
Okay.
I know there are camps that people go to, summer camps.
Oh, wow.
That,
just for magic?
Just for magic. Those I've heard are very nice, very cool.
Excellent.
I've never done that either. And I personally go to this ring meeting. It's called the IBM, the International Brotherhood of Magicians that I'm a part of. I go to their meetings every month, and we discuss new magic there. I can learn from other magicians from around the Boston area, and it's a wonderful organization.
That's so cool. That is so cool. And Rupayan has a Facebook page as well, so if you would like to follow him, you can certainly go and like his page. I do follow you, so and I am so looking forward to seeing some of your magics here today in the studio. So I think this was such a wonderful conversation. I really hope that people out there can feel inspired and motivated, and they will enjoy the magic tricks that we're going to share with them.
All right, let's get to it.
Yes.
All right, so here's a fun little trick with just some money. Here I have 1, 2, 3, $4 bills, okay? You can see that it's real money. Go ahead,
yes.
feel it. My
yes.
money, but real money, okay? Now, what I can do with these $4 bills is it's everyone's dream to, just do no work and, make more money. But not everyone can do that. The truth is I can't. See, watch. Just take my hand. Watch, ready? 1, 2, 3. So that you can see those 4 $1 bills turn into 4 $5 bills. You can feel it. Real money. $20. That's it.
Nice. Nice. That would make life so much easier, right?
Quite.
Change the $1 bills to $5 bills. Perfect. Love it.
All right. So let's get to some magic. So here I have a deck of playing cards. First of all, I want to show you that every single card is indeed different. I'm going to give it a few shuffles, and I can do lots of cool stuff with cards, you should say. Like,
Ooh, that.
Yeah.
All
okay.
right.
Yeah. But let's get to the magic. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide the cards out just like that, okay?
Yeah.
I want you to go ahead and just slide one out. Just pull one out.
Just pull one out. Okay.
Now I'm going to show you the card. I'm going to show the camera card. Just go ahead and remember it. Don't say it out loud.
Okay. I will. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
The camera got it? Yep. Okay. So then I'll leave it on top. One last look. Okay.
Yeah.
And what I'll do is I'll just give the deck a cut, just like that. And just like that, that should be enough to lose it in the deck, but I'll give it a few more shuffles just in case. Okay?
Whoa. Okay.
So now, it shouldn't be the top card. It wasn't the Jack of Hearts, no? Okay. And it wasn't the bottom card, the Nine of Clubs, no? So then, here. Now, I could just find your card, and that would be fun, but a little too easy for me. So I think I'll make it a little more complicated. What I'll do is I'll take one half of the pack, okay, and leave it face down, just like this. And take the other half, and I'll leave it face up. Okay? Here's the fun part. See, I'm going to shuffle the cards face up into face down, just like that. So all the cards get completely mixed up, in complete disorder. So you can see there's face up, face down cards. Here's the fun part. Now watch. All I need to do is just give the deck a cut. The first time, go ahead, tell me, what was that card you saw?
It was 9 hearts? No, spades. I'm not sure. I think it was spades.
We'll see.
I'll know
1,
when I see it, yeah.
2,
Woo!
3.
Yes!
There's your one card, the 9 of spades.
Oh my god!
It's the only face-up card, the face-down
Wow.
deck.
Cool. Like it.
All right, so let's show you some magic. So here I have Sharpie, which I'll get to later. Here I have a deck of playing cards. So you can see that all the cards are indeed different. Right? Many different cards in the deck. And
I love those tricks too. We display.
There's lots of fun stuff I can do, you know,
Yeah.
making them fall from hand to hand.
That must be so fascinating for the little kids.
Yeah, it's a fun time. But anyways, what I need you to do is I want you to go ahead and just pull out any card you want from the deck.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm going to go turn around and you go ahead and show it to the camera and make sure you remember it.
Yes,
Actually,
I
it doesn't
will.
matter. I can see the card, so go ahead and give it to me. Okay? It's the Jack of Spades, okay?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Jack of Spades. Now, in this trick, we're going to actually do something very not fun for magicians. We're going to destroy the cards. Okay?
Ooh.
So here, this is why we have the pen. So I want you to go ahead, take the Sharpie, and just sign across the front right there.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Just if you want to sign or do, make it unique.
Oh, my name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now you can see that this card is the only one of this kind in this deck. I mean,
Yeah.
it already is the only Jack of Spades, but now it's the only Jack of Spades in the world, really, with your name on it, okay? So what I'll do is I'll fold it in half, further destroying the cards. I know this is horrifying for me.
I'm sure.
And in 2 quarters, just like that, okay?
Uh-huh.
And what I want you to do is bite down on the card, okay? And just hold it in your mouth. You don't have to bite down hard. Just go ahead. Just hold it in your mouth, okay? Now, the camera can always see that. It's always in view. And we'll do the same for me, okay? Let's take the next card, the 8 of diamonds, okay? And I'll sign that one with my name. Very good. What am I blowing on? There you go. And you can see that it's nicely signed, just like that. And what I'll do is just fold that one into quarters, just like that. Put it into my mouth. Okay. Now here is the fun part. 1, 2.
Oh.
Do you happen to feel anything?
Mm-mm.
See now, in my mouth, there's one card that happens to be your signed card. Go ahead from your mouth, take out that one card.
This is creepy. This is creepy.
And it is indeed
How did you do that?
my signed card.
That is amazing. That is just absolutely amazing.
And you can keep those as souvenirs.
Oh, of course I will. Wow, just that was crazy. That was crazy. Good job. Awesome.